the book. You have to get it. If you haven't read it, you are behind the times. Get with it. Now, you mentioned before your mom...
No, please tell them what you just told me about what you thought.
I believed at the time of my childhood when I would watch the Sonny and Cher show that I had been stolen from my birth parents, Sonny and Cher. And I could not be unconvinced, and I would stand transfixed in front of the television and 6 feet away so I didn't get cancer, because my mom believed you had to be 6 feet away. And I would stand there, and I was like, I am supposed to be there with them.
Right, my real parents.
My real parents. And when you would carry Chaz out on stage, I was like, that bitch is living life.
It's true.
I could not be unconvinced. I would not be denied.
Now, your mom eventually married a wealthy man, and you guys moved to New York, but you had trouble in school, yes?
Look, my whole life is trouble in school, okay? Right. I mean, my whole life was trouble in school.
You had undiagnosed dyslexia.
Well, because there was no such thing as dyslexia when I was young. Right. You know, it's like my teachers would say, she's so smart, she just doesn't apply herself. Woe betide the person who tells me I don't apply myself. My boyfriend at one time, one of the movies, when I won the Oscar. So Robert was trying to, I didn't understand my clock on my car, you know?
Right. Sure.
It was a foreign car. And so he was trying to explain it to me. But numbers and I don't, you know, we don't, you know, understand each other.
And it was military time.
Yes, it was,
which doesn't make sense.
It was military time, so he's trying to explain it. And then he said, you know, Cher, you're not applying yourself. And it was like, whoa, dude, open the door, I'm out of here. I got out of the car and walked to a place and to know this place that I don't remember. It was the place you ate breakfast at. And I called my friend and I went, you got to come pick me up. I'm not talking to Robert. So, you know, it was just, that was the wrong thing to ever say to me because I was so sensitive.
You know, I'm going to jump ahead in the book and you're back in Los Angeles and you're 16 years old. And you meet with this singular person that will, I believe, change your life, Sonny Bono.
Right. Who told me that his name used to be Bonaparte.
Right, because he was the descendant of Napoleon.
Right, because he was the descendant of Napoleon.
And I was that true?
Right.
No, it's not true.
But I would have fallen for it.
No, so did I.
Yeah, no, I would have totally.
At 16, I even thought, I don't know.
Right, but he really, at first you were roommates.
Yeah, I had no place to go, and he and I knew each other because he lived next door to my friend, and so then they kicked me out. And so I was just talking to him, and I was crying, and I said, you know what, I don't want to go back home, and blah, 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 blah. And he said, okay, you could stay with me. And I was like, oh, yeah, right, that old chestnut. And then he said, to tell you the truth, I'm not particularly attracted to you.
Right.
So I thought, good.
I'm safe.
And bad, what do you mean?
Right, exactly.
But I was too, you know, I had a future body. You know, I had a future body.
Yes, because at the time, it was, you were like, it was all very curvy and you were very sinewy.
Right.
And so he discovers that you can sing quite by accident.
Right. I'm making the bed one day, and we had 2 beds. I'm making one of the beds, my bed, and I'm singing around and singing around. I thought everyone sang at my house. Everybody did sing. You know, my mom and my voice are the same. And so I'm singing around, and he looks around the corner. He said, was that you singing? And I said, yeah. And he said, you can sing? I went, yeah, I know. And then he went, no, but you can sing. And I went, yeah, I know. And he started to say it again. I went, I know.
Right, right.
And then he just was kind of shocked, you know, and then then he introduced me to Phil Spector, and then the rest is history.
Yeah, but you really had to leave the country to really find fame coming back to the country.
Right. A couple of people told us, Stones and this friend of mine, Jack Good, and Sonny and mine. And so Mick had said, if you know, go to England, they're going to understand you there, you know, because people, the way we looked, they just couldn't get past it, and we weren't going to change anything. We were thrilled with the way we looked. And so We went to England. We went to London. And then
And you promptly
the
got
second day,
barred from the hotel.
Yes, we did.
Right.
We got, they wouldn't let us in. But thank you, Playboy Club. And, but yeah, and then they kicked us out. And then somebody shot our picture. We were on the head of the front page of some newspaper that I can't remember the name of it. And then we were famous in a minute. In a minute, we were
Overnight.
famous. Right. And we were working, and there are pictures, I don't even know how we took them or where we were, but we were famous overnight. We knocked the Beatles off the chart.
Unbelievable.
Wow.